Hi everybody, this is Diane. I hope you all had a wonderful Christmas. Today is the day after Christmas that I'm filming this, and actually we're going to have our family Christmas with my children and myself later this afternoon. But my daughter is coming over, and her husband and son are coming over very soon for popovers because we didn't do our Christmas popovers. Some people were working yesterday. So I just have a short time. We've been doing a lot of organizing, and I still want to really focus on organizing for the next week until New Year's. But I do want to get started on the next journal project because I've been thinking about it. I organized my paper dolls and decided that that would be my next journal collection, some paper doll journals. So I'm going to make 3. 2 will go in my shop. I went through my paper dolls. I decided I was thinking ginghams at first because I have several ginghams paper dolls. And, but then I decided I really want to do these vintage ones. They're like the mid-century ones. This is 1969, Dolly's Fashion Show. And these are the dolls. I punched them out from the back of the cover. Now the clothes are cut out, so I will cut out some. I don't know if I'll cut out all, but they will all be included with the journal. So these are a little bit on the tall side, so I'll need a bigger book for these to make the journal with. They're 9 inches tall. So that is one set I wanted to use. And then this one is Bonnets and Bows, and it has 4 dolls. So I will make 2 books, and each book will have 2 journals. Each journal will have 2 paper dolls. What did I do with the ones I punched out? I punched them out last night. Let me see if they're on my table over here. Maybe I just punched one out. So, in addition, and these are punch-out clothes. Oh, no, they're not. They're cut out also. Wow, we'll have a lot of cutting to do. I have these wrapping paper pieces with paper dolls. And I got these in a Happy Meal. Thank you very much. And I think I got this fabric in a Happy Meal too. It looks like little boy paper dolls with their clothes. And I have this small piece left over from a long time ago. Just paper doll clothes. I also have the fabrics that are, oh, I forgot what they're called. They're like the Campbell Soup Kids. But whatever those dolls are called. I know them. But anyway, I have some of those fabrics, but I don't know if I want to include them in this journal. And I have 1 page from a Mary Engelbreit calendar of some girls playing with paper dolls. I had these digitals printed already, and I cannot remember what the name of the shop is, but they have some doll clothes and dolls, so I had printed them and put them in my paper doll drawer, and I'm glad I did because I would have forgotten that I had these in my files. And these go with the set, but they don't have the doll clothes, but I can still use them if I want to. So, what covers am I going to use? See, I couldn't sleep last night. I was tossing and turning. I've been doing that. This is like the 3rd night in a week and a half or so that I just can't sleep, and I get up and I'm up till 2 or 3 o'clock, 2:30 I think it was last night. I went to bed and I still couldn't sleep. Anyway, I was down here picking these things out, and I selected some book covers. I found this one for the tall girls. I love this cover. It is a school book, and it does have some pencil marks on it, and I erased as much as I could. It's very light, and there is one line that goes across her face there, and then a little swirl here. But because of the lines of the bird cage that are lightly over her face, they don't even, you'd have to look really close to see them. And I did make them lighter with my eraser. Anyway, this is a school book, and it's in rough shape, but it is usable. I am using it because I love this image and it's too good to go to waste. And I can do some collages to cover up. There's a pen mark here. I can cover some of it, and I can wrap some fabrics around these really raw edges. So this will be for this collection of paper dolls. And then this size, the book, the journal that is not going in my shop is for me, because paper dolls were some of my very favorite things. You could probably tell by how excited I get when I find paper dolls, especially vintage ones, that I love paper dolls. So these are the two dolls I'm keeping because I was blonde when I was a little girl. And this doll is named Judy. It's spelled with a Y. My daughter's name is an I, but they represent my daughter and me. So I think there's specific outfits for each doll, and those outfits will go with the appropriate journal. So I punched one out so I could make sure I get a book cover in the right size. And I liked this one, and the doll will fit in there and her clothes. These perforations left really chunky pieces on them, so I'll have to work on trimming them up and making the dolls look nice. But this is what I'll use. And again, there's some pencil mark on it, but they like circled my happy day, but it's not really dark. So that will go in there. And then the one for me is a little golden book that I found, and I loved it, and I knew I would make a journal for myself with it. And it's this one, the little golden paper dolls. It doesn't have the paper dolls in it, so it's not worth what it would be if the dolls were still in it. I don't know if it has the letter that says what edition it is. I don't see it. No. But anyway, and it's got water marks here. It got wet at some point. So it's not perfect condition, so it wouldn't be worth a lot. So I don't mind taking it apart and making me a journal out of it. This is dated 1951. I wish I could see the paper dolls, but that's okay. I'm excited to use this. So I went so far as to look for some fabrics to make the spine, to cover the spines. So I do have that selected, I think. I have it narrowed down. Well, not narrowed down, I have them chosen. So I like this blue and white and yellow daisy for this. And I wanted something yellow to bring this out instead of blue. So I do have this one. It is, I think it's, yeah, it's big enough. But it does have a little blue that matches this. So I think that's perfect. And it's also a daisy fabric. And I'm not sure if I'm going to use this on this one, but I love, when I pulled it out, I loved all these colors with all these colors. So I'm probably going to use that. I've kind of been hoarding this fabric, and I bought it at Joann's, and if I had thought about it when they were closing, I probably would have looked for some more of it. I have two. There's another pattern of crocheted pieces, but they're not this color scheme. They're more orange and brown and green. I would have looked for more and bought more, and then I wouldn't have to hoard it. I don't know why I love it, but I do. It says 70s to me. So those are the fabrics. Now I have some scrapbook paper pads pulled that I'm going to kind of look through and see what I might be able to find for pages. This is the Whimsical paper pad. And So I thought this might have something good. I do like this. It looks whimsical, but I don't know if I'll use it. It might be too dark. And I don't have the cover on it, so I don't know. I don't even know where I got it, but it's one of the lighter weight papers. This stripe could go with that one. I've got roller skates. I love the roller skates, and it would go with either of those blue ones. That's my last roller skate one. This is white with light pink, and it's little bunnies and flowers. That would be cute for that one. And this one is also very pale. I don't know if you'll be able to see the design, but it's whimsical. It says okie dokie, thumbs up, love. I don't know if I'll use it, but I'll pull it out. This one does have a design on it, but you probably wouldn't be able to see it on camera. Maybe. Looking for something a little more whimsical that is a little more noticeable. That one's cute. Oh, and there's a bird cage. That one has little flowers. That one has little flowers. So I can always come back and get some stripes if I need them. Polka dots. See, I like this. That's whimsical. This one has rainbows. I'm not into the rainbow decor. And that would go in the pink book, so I'm not going to use that one. Oh, that one's cool. I like that one for the My Happy Day book. You can't see my books for this one. Bananas. It's whimsical. We're supposed to get, I know there's a winter storm in a huge portion of the country on the eastern United States, and I don't know how much we're getting. Sorry. Some of the weather maps I see show us in the very small section that gets quite a bit of snow, but then to the, I mean, like up to 6 inches, I think. And then to the west of us, I'm sorry, to the east of us, they're getting even more. So I don't know where we're going to fall. I don't know if I'll use this one, but let's look at some other paper pads. This is a heavier paper, but it's a fun one. It's a summer fair, and this was from Michael's. Popsicles, some stripes, popcorn, cotton candy. Looks like bubble gumballs. Tickets. I like this one. I might come back to that one. I like that one. I like that one for these blue ones. All right, I'm going to pull these two for the two blue ones, and I'll go back for the pink one for mine. We got a few out of there to choose from. I thought this is just patterns, and I thought this would be an easy place to find something. So I'm just going to leave these out if I need them. And then I have this. This is a 70s style, but there are some daisies, but they might be too pink for those blue ones. I mean, it doesn't really matter what colors I put inside, but I do try to kind of go with the color scheme on the front cover. Now that has yellows and oranges and some pink, but I could use that. That one could be for mine. All right. I'll make a final decision on those later and may choose some from here to complement. I will get maybe some workbook pages. I'll use pages from these two books. I don't have pages for this one, but I can use pages from these two books in those journals. And, you know, I always have my usuals. I can look for my wrapping paper. I'm going to grab my wrapping paper. I've got time to do that. Okay, I got my papers here, my wrapping papers. I thought I had time to go through them with you, but I didn't. I just went right upstairs and got started on the popovers. But we're going to go through them now because we had our popovers and they went home. And I don't have a lot of time before we get together again to go to my son's house for our Christmas activities, opening our gifts and watching the Muppet Christmas Carol, our family tradition. So I'm looking in this drawer that I have out here, and it's stationery and gift wrap. So I'm kind of glancing through the stationery. I'll have to take a closer look at that. Some of it is right here. This is tissue paper too, but it is a gift wrap that it was actually used to tape around a package. Back in the day, they used to use this paper for just wrapping the gifts. Now this is adorable. It's a baby paper, but it's really cute. Oh, this would be good for a paper doll journal. And it's yellow and blue, pink. Some more girls with umbrellas. This is for, I'm sure these are for showers, bridal showers. This is stationery. Got lots of blue stationery. Kittens are cute. Oh, this one's perfect. Those those sweet little girls. Maybe even that one. This is more than I need. I did not expect to find so much wrapping paper that would be good for these paper doll journeys. It's awesome. Oh, yes. I've had this for a long time, and I love it. Little tassel dolls. I might make ephemera with that. But I don't like the colors of that with what I'm doing. Okay, I think we have enough. We have more than enough, amazingly. Look at this one. I might want to use that. Now that would go well with the daisy fabric on the spine for one of them. Wow, I'm glad I got out my wallpaper, wrapping paper. That was great. So again, I have much to choose from here. I won't use all of those pieces, but see, they go well together. I don't know how long the first part of the video was, but I am just going to end the video here. I just wanted to show you what the next project would be. And as I said, I'm still going to focus on organizing down here, but I have a lot going on. I'm gonna have a hard time finding time to just be working down here for at least the next week. But I'll do what I can, and I'll be on videos. You'll see me. I don't know if there'll be a video every day, but you'll see me. And I will talk to you then. And I hope that you're having a creative day. Bye.